What's all the...
Admittedly, something just happened with my thingamajig.
Yeah, now we're back.
Hey, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. OBS did a thing, maybe, or internet did a thing. Who knows? Something happened. Basically, I've got Chainsword now, and Zero has found out exactly how many calories he needs.
And that breakfast is not served directly to him. It's
Yeah.
he has to go and get it himself in the canteen, which has massively shocked him.
I'm sorry, Doc. You must have come here for a reason. Can I maybe help you now with something?
I am simply curious. I have been brought into this mission. Obviously, being what I am, I say you may realize I am not human like the others. I do not require sustenance the same way. But I hear the mocking ways of your companions as to the rudimentary nature of our people. And yet, here I stand. So I'm curious as to know where these rumors of us being mere farmers and peasants has come from.
Well, it comes from you being the people being being mere peasants and farmers. I guess that's yeah. I mean, yeah, that's where that comes from, really.
And then he looks around at the spaceship that they're standing on. He's like, this confuses me.
Have you ever seen farmers at work, Doc?
Not personally.
Do you know what farmers do?
I have extensive knowledge of what farming practices are.
They play in shit all day, basically. That's what they do. They are literally the lowest being on a planet, right? So you go from, people in spaceships down to people in, tall buildings, down to people in houses, down to farmers in actual shit, Doc. Look behind you, Doc. Look at that mech. That was a fucking combine harvester 2 weeks ago.
He's literally pointing at the one that's being used to like test drive these replicated light frame wings, and you do notice that like there's a strange mismatch in the fact that they're trying to make this really clunky like square mech agile.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Ain't stupid if it works.
He'll turn back to Zero at that point, having looked back from where he was directed, and he said, I may not be one for philosophy. However, I put this to you. A skyscraper cannot stand without the lowest level of its foundation.
That's true, but who the fuck's paying for the foundation? It's not the people shoveling shit. I'll tell you that much.
You seem to hold much animosity to us.
Well, there's a history there, Doc. There's a history. We have these, these people. They rebelled. They hold the farms. They hold the food. All of which, granted, they cultivate the land. They get the food. But it was a part of a society. You see, it was quid pro quo. It was scratching each other's back, and then one side of the party decides to up and leave and take all the fucking food. Does that seem fair to you? After all the time and effort that the rest of the society had put in, they just up and fuck off with the food. Does that seem right to you, Doc?
Nothing
just a
seems
quick
right.
question.
Simply logical.
Is this conversation sort of ringing across the hangar that
From
Okay.
more for
you see in the distance Vasilia's head pop over Red Mosquito's frame on the top, watching this intently.
You do notice that a few of the squires have like muscled round Zero because of the fact that there are a bunch of these farmers now looking at him, and they're all carrying heavy like tools,
Farming implements.
and they're like he can hear like, you guys literally shoveled shit, and you just hear clunk 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 as they all like stop working, and they're like, You fucking what? Like,
Can I hear this as well?
After a second or two, you see Vasilia pushing her way through the front of the crowd.
we'll get to it.
Comes up to Zero. I'm sorry. Do you want to repeat what you said about farmers?
Frith, you hear you hear this, like, we'll say that they're like above you, like you're on the ground floor and they're like up on one of the gangways, and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like,
God damn it! Yeah, and like he's holding like a data pad. It's not his data pad. Someone has given him like diagnostics on his mech, and you just like hear this thing get like thrown across the room. If I hear one more goddamn argument in my goddamn mech bay, and then he starts like climbing the ladder like as noisily as humanly possible.
Do we hear that above?
yeah, you would hear him. You hear the. You hear the. Oh, that's my first one this week.
Just a drawer full of green data pads.
Standing nose to nose with Zero. Go on. Tell me what you think about farmers.
I'll see at this point going to realise how many people have gathered. Ah, I see we have an audience. This is perfect. Please just, I mean no offence, honestly. Please raise your hand if you've shoveled shit.
At this point, I'm just going to give you a fucking massive roundhouse slap.
Roll. Roll. I'll say contested because it's between players. So
Yeah,
you roll power, and you roll mobility or power if you wish to block it. Nate.
I'm gonna go mobility. I think.
Yeah. So
my lower
lowest
of the two, but
lowest wins.
in my mind I was thinking I was gonna dodge. There we go, dodge.
So, like, he doesn't even stand up from his chair. You go to, and he literally just pushes his foot against like one of the legs of the chair, rocks back on the chair of the table.
Oh! Can I follow that up with a flipping the chair?
Technically, it's his turn.
All
So it's his turn. So he gets to do what he likes, and then you can then go again because you went first.
Go for it.
And then Frith will be on top of the thing. You can hear him like as he's coming up. You can hear him. So what do you want to do, Zeros? You quite coolly and calmly like lean back in your chair, come back forward.
I'm gonna remain cool and just be like, my apologies. I didn't realize my worst court offense. I'm still getting used to the transition. I apologize. I'm sure you've all got harsh words that have been said about me and my people. Yes, this is we just move forward from this, I suppose.
Frith, you end up on top.
As Frith appears, I'm going to lean forward and say, "You better be fucking careful." I hold the wrench in my other hand. My parents were farmers, and I drop the wrench on his foot.
Like there's very obviously like a crowd like of our guys, right?
Oh, I'm keeping them back.
It's
Not
literally
being
like
sure they don't intervene.
Like there's literally like a horseshoe of your lot, with Doc holding them back, Vasilia in front of Doc, and then behind Paladin Honor is like these 4 squires who you notice are quite jacked. Like,
Yeah. Frith climbs up.
As Vasilia, have you walked away?
No, but I have dropped a wrench on your foot.
Okay.
Pulls out his data pass, and it's already got the court-martial form on it. Anyone not in the Dominion in this mech bay in the next 2 minutes is getting a court-martial.
You see, like everybody like looks at each other and they're like, and then you hear one guy like whistle, and it's that guy with like the metal arm. He's whistling with like the metal arm fingers, like, and you notice that there's like holes purposely in his fingers to allow him to whistle, and he's like, and then they're all like, fuck, and they all like disappear, and they're like, and he's like, you see him like, come on then, and he's like bringing this chain sword that he has fitted with a proper handle for you as well, and he's like
I give him the up nod.
yeah, he's like, can't believe you've made me galvanize my galvanizer. Like
I see this running. I'm pretty impressed. I sort of stand up like in a shrug. Sir, Commander Frith, is this your weapon?
Yeah, and if you tell my people they shovel shit again, it's gonna be embedded in your mech.
I would rather avoid that.
Good.
What noise does it make?
You'll find out.
He's gonna keep trying.
I'm keeping you waiting. I'm keeping you waiting until I get to rev it up.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are.
Interest. So, I guess, do we leave as a group, all of us? The men?
Yeah.
I would walk past Zero and with the wrench and just say, "I'm watching you," and jab him in the chest and then leave.
And then,
as
as everyone's dispersing, I just want to grab Doc before Doc leaves.
Okay, yeah,
Doc, sorry, a word.
of course. I'll glance at Frith before I go off with.
Vasilia, that's her name, right?
Indeed.
What's her situation? She's feisty. She's single.
I look over at Vasilia. I look back and I say, in all honesty, I am not sure. Would you like me to find out?
No, that's okay, thanks. I'll pay close attention. Thank you, though.
You're most welcome. Now, please, if you wish to enjoy some food, be sure to head to the canteen area I previously described.
Yeah, thanks for that.
He sort of walks up. Just before he leaves, he kind of turns to you and he's like, interestingly enough, as well, it may please you to know that if the food that we provide is not good enough, there is a certain calorific content for shit. And he walks off.
Can I do something on the sly?
Yeah, of course you can.
I want to hand out the Terran Manifesto to the squires. Because they're not the highest of the high, are they? So they might be, you know.
Yeah, you can give it a go. I would say that would be a presence role because you're basically masking your presence. You're trying to like make it so people don't notice what you're doing. So that's a presence role.
I'll do your presence role. I'm gonna radicalize your squires. Oh, no, fail.
Badly.
You see, like you give it to one of them, and you give it to like this girl who has this like tight ponytail, hair pulled back properly, like oil marks all over her. And she like looks at it and she goes, "What is this? What is this?" Like she's like really confused. She like gives it back to you and she's like, "I'm okay, thank you. Like, I'm gonna be a paladin one day." But she literally like poof into your chest, like.
He smiles softly, and as he sort of turns on his heels, and as he's walking away, he's like, "Not when we kill you all."
Out loud.
Oh yeah,
very loudly.
Ding, 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 ding. Dinner is being served in the canteen. If you would like to make your way to the canteen, please follow the red lights on the roof. Thank you. Remember, canteen, red lights. Thank you. Boom, boom,
I'm gonna go follow the yellow lights.
we're all gonna go down.
They're a different colour of lights.
Yeah, you just see Zero go the other way, and you're like, no, not that way. And like,
I just grab him by the scruff of his neck and just sort of turn him around.
He like rattles loudly. You guys make it to the canteen. You see that there's a few of the team, but you are still the only pilot team like able to run. Like Loki's been traded off, and those people who were in McGillish's team, Azir, Fire Team Azir, are still pretty much fucked. Like you see Pliskin, who is this grey-haired, like old gruff man with an eye patch. Like he's got one casted foot on one table, and one casted foot on top of that foot. Like he's got like two broken legs up to his knees, and he's just like resting them, trying to look cool. And he's like shoveling whatever this is. Kind of looks like chili con carne in a can, like into his mouth, like
Chili can carne, if you will.
yeah. It smells spicy. There's a couple of guys in the corner who you recognise as like mechanics and stuff playing cards. Like it's just a chill time on the TCS Brotherhood apparently. Union, sorry, Brotherhood's the other ship who went to Havana. So, on the Union seems, but you have not seen McGillish yet, and you know that Shah left the ship to go to Husqvarna.
Thank God. Right.
Are the squires eating up here as well?
Yeah, they're here, but they're keeping themselves to themselves, and every now
They
and then.
might be keeping themselves to themselves, but I'm gonna sit next to them. I'm gonna the one you actually no, fuck it, the one you described, the last with the poor back hair. I'll shovel her up and sit next to her on the end of the bench.
Is there something I can help you with?
I just thought I'd come and get to know you all and see how you guys operate, how you do things over on the other side of the fence.
Shut looks at you, and like two of the lads are like looking at her, like kind of expectantly, and one just doesn't really care. He's like reading a book. It looks like, and he like shovels something in his mouth and then turns the page, and you see like he's reading the Three Musketeers, like out in an actual book as well. So for you, that's rare. Like it's an actual fucking book. Like
I've read that, but I must admit I've never seen a paper copy. Where did you find it?
my family has an extensive library. Like, doesn't yours? Like, and he like looks at you, kind of confused, like, huh?
On the grounds that my fellow mechs are former farm machinery, which we used to shovel shit with, no. Funnily enough, we don't. Digital books? Yeah, no problem. We've got loads of them. I have read that. How are you finding it, by the way? Where have you got to? And I did devolve into conversation with him on the book.
Roll presence to see how he reacts to you.
Yeah.
Has shoveling shit become the new maritime law?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has. 2 under 15.
He's like, Aramis is my favourite personally. I think he's the coolest. However, I think that in some cases, I don't think the Musketeers are right. And you see him kind of like look at you for a second, like.
Well,
but he's like,
any force for good has to have its grey areas.
Yeah, and like you see that he's like opening up to you. He's not being hostile. It's just the fact that he's really surprised that you've read this book. Like he thinks that you guys all can't read, pretty much. Right, and you see the girl kind of like go, oh, him and his books again, like, and she keeps like eating.
I turn to the lass, and you don't read?
What use is reading in a war? Like you should practice your sword arm and your bow hand. If anything.
There's a great book you must read. It was quite a long read, but The Art of War, Sun Tzu, I think it was. I hope I'm right on that one.
Yeah, it is Sun Tzu. Yeah.
You should really read that. I'm Vasilia, by the way. What's your name? I say to the girl.
Sophia.
Sophia, lovely to meet you. What's your role in your Zero's team?
I mainly focus on software issues.
Ooh, interesting. Maybe you'd be interested in taking a look at the code on the mech I've got. It's an old Colossus from long ago. We found it, funnily enough, while ploughing a field. We hit the shoulder pad. It was lying sort of face down and forward at a sort of 30-degree angle in the soil, and we ran the blades over the shoulder pad and we dug it out from there and fixed it up.
Interesting, and I might have to. And you see her curiosity get piqued, and she's like, "That one over there," and she points at the boy with the book, and she's like, "That's Orville.
Orville.
He's the chief mechanic." And then you have Percy, and she points at one of the other boys. Just a spanner monkey, really. We ask him to get, and he's like, "Hey, like, fuck off!" Like,
and I look at him just.
Yeah. And then she points at the other lad, and she's like, "This is Gaston," and he's like, "We." And you're like,
no, what?
Stop it.
Looks like
What?
Gaston.
I will not allow this.
Fix his mechs like Gaston.
he's
Oh, I just realised what you're on about.
He's the weapon specialist. He makes sure that everything fires and everything.
Shoot guns like Gaston.
Tunes the guns like Gaston.
Anderson, you did this. Remember that.
I know I did. I know I did. It's almost like some of these characters are jokes. Like, I don't... You met Shah, right? Like, but yeah. So you get to know. You see this Zero as Vasilia's like getting to know your squires, and you see like somehow she's getting through to Orville, which is a very strange thing because he usually doesn't talk to anybody if he's got his head in a book. So he's like reading and talking to her and eating. Like, you can kind of see why he's the chief mechanic because of the fact that he can do so much at the same time, and like he doesn't lose anything. He doesn't lose any like efficiency. You all eat, and you finally see McGillish come out of like a door. You hear the of the door, and all you hear is, "What? They're gonna tell me to go here and go there, and then not actually give me any resources?" Like, he's frantically screaming at someone as like this like woman is like running next to him. Like, well, President Shah says that Husqvarna says it. I don't give a shit what Husqvarna say. Like.
So at this point, Vasilia gets like a really quick PM on her tablet that just says, 5 mins till this is our problem.
You get a response. Yeah.
Yeah, like, Frith. You hear from McGillish, and he's like, "What? So we're just gonna? Oh, fine, okay, fine. I'll send my last mech team out to die. That's fine. And then what? What then? What then? Like, fine." Like, and he goes, "Frith, you're in here." I'm like,
"Sorry, sir. Didn't see you enter. Didn't notice, sir."
And I put, that was a lot quicker than 5 minutes. You owe me a beer.
like, look, Frith, let me tell you something. I'm fighting a war with half of what I was promised by our Congress, and unfortunately, we've been given new orders to mobilize. Are you guys ready?
"Just finishing my toast, sir, and then I'm ready to kill us some Aeons."
We've heard tell that Green Mantis is in the area of and we need you to go investigate this planetoid. And he taps your data pad with his data pad, and you see like a called Flightstone Sigma is the planetoid. There is literally no gravity on this planetoid, but it is rich in limestone and porous rocks. So there's lots of like, it's almost like you look at it, it almost looks like Swiss cheese was a planet. There's like holes all the way through it and stuff like that. It's just, and like you watch as asteroids hit it, and like bits of the planet break off, and then just float into space. Like,
"Sir, I think if we give it an hour, Grey Manus will kill himself down there."
we don't know what's going on, but that weird energy signature you brought back, and he like highlights a part of the thing, and he's like, "It seems to be strong on this planetoid, so we don't know if they're warping in an army to try and bushwhack us at Husqvarna. We're only a day or two away from Husqvarna, so if you could get an army in there, you could probably ambush us in about half a day if we couldn't detect you, which, as we know, the Aeons are fucking brilliant at. So, I need you to check it out at least."
"Can you requisition us some satchel charges? We'll blow the whole thing to high hell."
"If that's what you need, that's what you'll get."
"Consider it destroyed, sir."
"You are to engage the enemy and defeat them if possible. Don't make myself clear?"
"Sir, yes, sir."
"Good. Thank you very much. Dismissed. Brief your boys and Vasilia, and yeah. And Frith,
"Yes, sir."
you come back alive. You hear me?"
"One of my specialities, sir. Not missed one once."
good lad. And he like goes away, and he like turns towards the woman in like, and you do notice that she's wearing like similar clothes to Paladin Honor, but like no armor. So you get the fact that she's like some sort of like diplomat or admin assistant that's been sent from Husqvarna, and she's just not very happy that she's here. She's like got these like golden laurels on, a bit like you saw with the prince had on, but not quite as grand and large. She's dressed in like fine silks and like jewelry everywhere, and she's just like, You're not expecting me to eat this, are you?" And he's like, "Go on, eat up. I mean, I have to keep eating the shit that you guys serve me, so like." And you just hear like some of the squires laugh.
I'm gonna hail Valor on the comms. Honey,
"Hello, sir."
honey, can you get the kids to come to the dining room table? And then I like walk towards our like mission briefing holograph table.
Yes. Messages being sent. I've still not been uploaded to Paladin Honor yet. I will not be able to contact him. It's got to happen eventually, sir.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and then he looks over. I don't think I can throw him very far.
I'm over at the food bar, just eating from the food bar.
Are you shoveling shit into your mouth?
I'm shoveling shit into my mouth.
She looks at you, and she like looks at him, and she's like, "I don't think he's that much of a threat. But are you jealous, sir?
I want to catch his eye.
Jealous of what?
Do you think that in that nice fancy mech that he's got, I will be more at home? Is this what they call? Is this what they call?
That was below the belt.
Is this what they call green with envy?" And she like dyes herself green.
Like Carter looks quite sad. He just goes, "Well, I'm gonna have a fucking chainsaw," and then he just like closes the door and walks down to his briefing room.
So you guys, Doc, you get the ping like, "You are requested in the briefing room by Commander Colin Frith. Thank you. Like, please head there immediately." Vasily, you get the same thing of like, "You have been requested to collect Paladin Zero." Like, and she's just there like muted, and she's still going on. Like,
If it's got a little text thing of go to room, area, whatever, then I'll read that instead.
You get the subtitles. Yours does say "Go pick up Paladin Zero."
Are you still the food bar?
Yeah.
I'll walk up behind you and just sweetly dip your face in the mashed potato and say, "Come on, we've got to go."
Can I take this?
Like the canteen people who are there, like looking at you, like, "Yeah, honey, if you're that hungry, sure. Like, do you want us to put it in like a bag or something? Like, are you okay? Who
I'm
hurt
gonna pour
you?"
the entire metal dish, the entire metal dish of mashed potato. I'm just gonna take out with the ladle under arm. And just,
I
let's
don't.
go. We walk off.
I look back at you in a fucking quizzical look. You really have run out of food, haven't you? When was the last time you saw fresh food? Or non-reconstituted food?
Is that what this is? It's fucking good.
Yeah, it's potatoes. We grow them. Who knew?
Shit.
Comes out of the ground.
Potatoes.
Shit comes out of the ground.
Stick them in a stew. But yeah, you guys head to the Frith has already got the planetoid. He's like docked his data pad on. He's already got the planetoid like mapped out in the middle, kind of like the Death Star plans in Star Wars. Like it's spinning like this eerie blue glow. So mission briefing. Are we ready, boys
And girls.
and girls? Yep,
And robots.
and robots.
Nah, you don't count the plans.
Odin, I hope you're all ready for this. Here we have the
Planet
planet.
aviator goggles unseen. Your eyes go red. A second. Sorry, Karen.
Odin, I hope you're all ready for this. This is planet, and then he like looks at the designation. Sounds too boring. Swiss cheese.
Another
We-
I'm gonna,
food
lead,
stuff.
I'm gonna
I say
lead
to
into
Paladin
that.
Zero.
What's a cheese?
You
And
were-
I go, hang on, and I'm listening, and just go over to a communicator real quick, and ask for some cheese to be sent down. Just specifically for Paladin Zero. I'll talk to the chef, the cook, and the servers that were up there, and they're the one who hurt you. I say, could you send some cheese down? He apparently has never seen cheese. Cheddar will do fine.
Honey, do we need to like look out? We'll send him a care package. We'll send him a whole thing. Don't worry. He the poor kid looks.
I look at the communicator. Spot on. Thank you very much.
I'm scared for him. like, and
Zero.
yeah,
Zero, did you bring goddamn mashed potatoes to my mission briefing?
No, sir. These are potatoes.
And I lean over. Yeah, but they're mashed though. Look at them. That's not what a potato looks like.
I wouldn't know.
I use Space Google and show you what a normal potato looks like. Look like
I got-
this.
A good minute he spent just going.
Those two are doing that, and then like I'm just looking at the holographic representation of Valor, really confused.
Valor's like they're like. Usually, it is not very common for Neo Dominion dishes to not have sauce. They have dauphinoise, I do believe. No, and she's like,
What the fuck is that?
Vasilia, we gotta blow something up. Are you ready to listen or not? We detected Aeon goddamn mashed potatoes. We detected Aeon privacy energy signatures from this planet. Made out of porous material, I think we can blow this whole thing to goddamn high hell. A little bit of a hitch. Gravity. It's got none of it. Vasilia, yeah.
Can we borrow a nuke from the arsenal and just?
We're not borrowing a
No.
nuke. How many...
Oh, it'd be so much easier though.
I know, but your requisition form for a nuke has been filled out 384 times.
No.
I don't want to have to deny that same
I
form
pull a
again.
pre-done form out. 385.
If I'd known we needed nukes, I had like 6 spare in my quarters.
We have nukes. We just don't want to give Vasilia nukes.
Aw.
Last time we had to escort... Last time we had to escort the crop from Vaxil 4, Vasilia requested 14 nukes. I don't even know what she wanted to do with 14 nukes.
Defense.
It was a trade route.
Yeah. Do you know how many people want to steal trade? And I'm pointing at Paladin Zero behind his back.
you see like Valor like materializes a little fist and goes, Captain, Commander, the plan, sir.
The plan. Easy. We're gonna go in here, and I point to one of the larger sort of Swiss cheese-esque craters.
Yeah.
And it's kind of got like I imagine like a Digistruct like tunnel all the way down to the center.
Yeah,
of,
it shows you like the network of tunnels. Like, as soon as you point at that, it like almost like sonars, like boop, 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 and shows you like all the tunnel, and you see like 4 red reticles appear on certain points. That if you wanted to blow up the whole planetoid, you'd have to hit those 4 key places.
We're doing satchel charges here, 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 and here. Anything we see in there, we shoot until it doesn't move anymore. Any questions?
Boring. Post a nuke down that hole there. Drop it to the middle of the planet. Boom.
Congratulations on Court Martial 41, Vasilia.
I have to say, sir, that
Thanks, boss. Add it to the record.
it seems like a much safer option, actually.
You know what
See?
happens?
Even the idiot thinks I'm right.
You know what happens when you shoot a nuke at that new wonderful material we found?
Different asteroid, boss.
Nope, same energy signature.
We do it from far away.
Yeah, we don't know what happens, and frankly, I don't want myself or my mech that irradiated. So, we're gonna use satchel charges. It'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
That is very wise, Commander. The detonation of a nuclear device at this distance would render this ship completely and utterly inert.
Oh, shut up, Toaster.
Hey,
Red eyes again. You don't see them, but red eyes again.
Yeah.
I will ground you if you make any reference to him being a machine again. You understand me, Vasilia? This isn't a joke anymore.
Fine. Huff off to the other side of the room.
As you're like going, he's like, you hear McGillish's voice over like one of the comms. He like appears next to Valor, and he's like, "I'm gonna need you to go now, Frith. There seems to be some sort of other." And you see like on your hologram, there seems to be like some sort of like energy pulse, like boop, 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 like going off on one of the points where you need to point a satchel charge, and you see what looks to be some sort of green thing, like humanoid thing, with like 4 legs and like scythes, like digging through, like you get the feeling that that's probably green mantis.
Green mantis.
Odin, suit up, let's go! And then I start like running towards the mech bay.
Yeah. Please keep clear. Mechs in being boarded. Please keep clear. Fire team Odin, ready to fly. As you guys jump in, you've got all your loadouts, right? Nobody's missing anything that they wanted to do before we drop.
I mean, I'm missing a nuke, but I don't see me complaining.
Presumably, we've already been given all
You
the
are
charges and
definitely
stuff.
complaining.
What's that? Sorry.
Presumably, we've already been given the charges and stuff when we get down to the mech bay.
Yeah, you get as soon as you get down there. It's like there's 2 on Vasilia and 2 on Doc, because they're like the bigger mechs of the 2. Of the 2, because you're a brawler, aren't you? Yeah. So they're the 2 burliest of the Terran.
Tanky
So-
boys and
They've
girls.
put them on. So yeah, you feel you get you see the as you climb in the Bombay doors. Vasilia's one is missing a door still, so it has to have like an energy
What
layer. over
emergency
it.
force fields are for.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys are just released and. Zero, this is strange for you because usually you guys get like launched via catapult, so you get like like out and then you fly out. These guys just get dropped apparently, so you just and you are just floating in space around this planetoid because there is no gravity, so there's no atmosphere to bring you down.
Ah.
Wow.
Full boost.
Down, man.
I mean, I then slow down and wait for the rest of the team.
Arrow formation. I'll go first. Honor, you head up the back. The 2 with the satchel charges, I'd rather you be on the flanks. If something comes out of that hole, I'd rather get shot before those satchel charges.
I'll
That
do a
put me
loop and come back behind the group.
What were you gonna say, Nathan?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something. Sorry.
Well,
What did you say, Jordan?
I said that'd put me at the back if they're on the flanks with the nukes.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
Oh, have you not got one?
No,
I thought
No,
it was
you
Doc and...
for Jordan. So Dagger Raven and Voodoo Heavy have 2 massive satchel charges like attached to their shoulders.
Right. Because you said because I'm not a brawler, so I'm.
No, but you're the more durable of the 2 Terran
Figured.
mechs. They don't
I
want
got confused.
they don't want to give them to him because they've seen
New
him.
boy.
Yeah,
Sorry, I got confused. Forgive me.
that's my fault.
New
That's,
boy
that's
doesn't
my-
have any bombs. We've got bombs.
So what you guys are going down? You hear Valor like over all your comms apart from yours, Zero. You hear her go. Energy signature still growing. However, and then she like shows you a thing of the 4 points, and there are now four instances of those points being burrowed out by Green Mantis, which makes no sense. There should only be one of them. How do you want to tackle
Commander,
it?
I advise caution.
Blow it all to shit.
We don't have time for caution. Let's work as a team. Let's plant these satchel charges. Whatever one's the closest one, I'm gonna ping on everyone's heads-up display.
So yeah, you get like a drop signal, like here's where we're dropping, like on Fortnite or something, like on a battle royale, like this is where we're going. You start falling or start boosting towards that area. You see the same energy signature is a bit further down, but as you get closer, obviously that gap widens. But you do see that like apparently Green Mantis is like burrowing its way up here, up to where you're placing this charge. So
It's coming this way, is it?
it's coming this way, apparently. Yes.
Swing! I take out both blades. I'll wait for it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna unholster the chainsword.
Yep. Sword and shield.
Scattergun.
I'm gonna actually request that Daggerone starts planning the charge. Because that's what we need to do, and I think you've got the highest systems, right?
I put my scattergun away.
Also, I don't want to get accidentally shot with the scattergun again.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say, we need to get you a
Absolutely.
better gun at some point that doesn't just fucking blow holes in everybody else.
Yeah.
Party gets a sad face emoji on his dagger ring.
So if you're going to roll systems to place these satchel charges,
Mhm.
this is just one. So the target number for this, because you can roll target numbers as well.
Here's my
So the
system.
target numbers for this is actually 13. So you have to roll 13 or below to hit this under
Okay.
your...
Does it go off if... Oh shit, this could be fun.
That's a 10.
Nice.
10. And you like turn, and you see that the Green Mantis is like up against the wall. Like you can see it like, and you're like, whoa! And then you step back from the satchel charge. Nothing happens.
Well,
As in, he doesn't appear through the wall, or the satchel charge doesn't go off, or both?
It doesn't appear through the wall.
How thick did the wall look on the scan?
It's all porous rock, so you could.
Oh
literally
yeah, it's all porous
Yeah.
rock, but like, how thick are we talking? Are we talking like a meter, or are we talking like 10 meters?
about 10, 15 meters.
Can I do a scan of it? See what the hell
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah,
System.
that's a lot of rock. Even if it is
But he's
porous.
going through really quickly. He's not messing around. He's like.
Yeah, but
Ah.
he stopped 10, 15 meters short, hasn't he?
Fail.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're like, he should be coming through, or like I should be able to feel something. Something's not right.
so is he coming up against the shaped charge that he's about to go through?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's literally about to
fucking
go
trigger
through
it.
Oh, fuck it. If it's a shaped charge, set it off. It'll make a fucking great hole through all that rock and him.
Yeah. So
Minimal
will need-
damage to us.
you will need to clear the area. to let it
Nah,
go.
fuck that.
Wait,
So-
sorry, these are shaped charges, right? So they're only going to explode properly one way. We'll just get like a little bit.
No, they're
They still
satchel
exist, they still
charges.
exist.
It's still circular.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
circular
I was
charge.
really
Oh,
hoping
it's
it would be
not
shaped charge. It'd be more fun.
Okay.
No, because you're trying to take down like the integrity of this, you would need to knock out all the surrounding area as well. It's not just like, oh, it's like when you demolish a car park, you don't just do one beam. You do all the other. You make all the charges hit all the other beams as well to make it.
No, you put one charge on each beam and have it shaped so it cuts the beam.
Fair enough.
But
But
yeah,
this is
that's what
sci-fi
we've got.
buildings, and in sci-fi buildings, you blow up the whole goddamn
Big
thing.
fucking boom. Hell
Big
yeah.
fucking boom. So you will need to clear if you want to blow that up with.
I think
We're gonna have to clear it anyway, right?
Oh, so you guys need to roll mobility.
Can I just say I love you, James? It's a
Also as well, James, you're
Yeah.
wearing two.
Fuck.
Be fine.
He's also wearing two, so you two are at disadvantage because
No,
you're
he's
also
wearing one. He's just planting one of them.
Yeah, but yeah. So he's wearing one. You're wearing two, so you're both at disadvantage for mobility because you've just blown the trigger for all four of them.
what?
Like,
That's not how
like,
charge. What do you mean he blow the chill for all of them?
Oh,
What?
I haven't blown the charge for all of
You-
them. I've
So
blown the charge for one of them.
you went into this thing thinking that you were gonna blow all these one by one.
Yeah, that's how explosives work.
Yeah, that is how explosives work. We
Okay,
haven't
I
set
will-
the other three.
I will allow it then. I thought that it'd be on a
So, 1d20 or 2d20?
one d20.
I've rolled two and I still pass, so.
Yeah, because otherwise
We're
he's
rolling
just.
under?
Roll under your mobility.
Yeah, not a fucking chance.
I passed mine.
I've failed
Nope.
one.
Well,
Yeah, I'm good.
so that's 1d8. 1d10,
So what does that
sorry.
mean? 2 satchel charges off in 1 tunnel? How to fuck
No.
that green bastard up?
So everybody who failed takes 2 damage. As the rest of you like cover, you see the push, and you feel like the
I was going to take 2 to my shields, I think.
you feel like the planet begin to like rumble as like you've taken out one of the central supports, and now it's like getting pulled off into space because it's no longer connected to the rest of the planetoid. You only set off one, I'll say, and even though if Vasilia got hit by a satchel charge, her satchel charge would go off.
Let's say they were on the back and the blast.
I will say, like,
I mean, it's not fucking nitroglycerin, is it? It's
It's
like
plastic explosive,
uh,
right? It
fucking
needs the
century
charge.
explosives. Really. It's all good.
That's very generous of you, Gio.
you blow through, and there's nothing there.
We need to start asking what kind of explosives we have, so we know how volatile everything is before we decide to
Oh,
trigger
come on,
them.
it's not the 1800s. It's not fucking nitroglycerin.
People are
it's
still
like-
reading
like-
books, man. I don't know what time period it is.
Well, I'm sorry, but the press tree pages and hallucinating your own fantasy from reading bits of press tree is never going to go away.
Can I ask Valor to sort of link me with the ship sensors and sort of do a full scan of this body, this planetoid?
And I'd be scanning the hole to see where my target's gone because I'm not happy that it's not there.
So roll systems, James. Roll systems, Dagger Raven, as you. But hey, you're hailing to the ship, and
Nope.
Yes!
No idea.
Fuck yes! 1.
okay, so you fail to hail to the ship for some reason. You're like, huh? And James, as you look at this thing, you can on your system where you had like that almost like sonar map when it hit like something, it would like render it. The
Yeah.
3D render of Green Mantis is still there, pretending to dig.
I'm going to fucking hit that shit.
No, I think
I'm
this is
gonna go
a
and-
trick.
Yeah,
It might be a trick, but if it looks like it's fucking there and it gets stabbed, it might be real.
it's oh, you won't even have to roll for it because of the crit. It doesn't react. It doesn't do anything. It's a decoy.
There's nothing here. It's a fucking
Decoys, boys.
decoy.
Decoys.
I pull out my scattergun again.
Dagger Raven, you said you had problem hailing the ship,
Aye, sir.
and that's a
I did
decoy.
not respond.
Try and hail the ship again.
Okay, I try and pull up Valor again.
Yeah. What can I help you with, Doc?
We need to contact the ship.
Okay. We'll contact the ship. She like puts you through, and you see like McGillish, looking like very calm. He's like, watching you from topside. Everything looks well. I saw you unleash that first satchel charge. Well done.
Tell them to keep their heads on a swivel. There's something fucky afoot.
I told you this would be a lot easier if you just posted a nuke down one of the holes and removed this entire fucking planet. It's a shithole anyway. Look, it's made of crappy rock, and I just poke a big hole in the rock next to me.
You do. You literally. Literally, the
I'm gonna-
only thing holding this together is the fact that there's like these pores, these tunnels in it.
I'm gonna scoop up some of it in my mech hand, and then, I mean, although it's zero gravity, we've got our own like breathing apparatus, right?
Yeah.
So I can breathe.
Well, I mean, we're inside a mech, so I hope we've got breathing apparatus.
You've
Well,
got breathing apparatus.
I'm gonna open up my front mech door.
Yeah, if it's
reach
got no
out and-
gravity, it's got no atmosphere.
I'm gonna grab a little bit of the rock and put it in my mouth.
I mean, that's brave, opening your suit helmet in
Uh,
vacuum.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked if we had breathing apparatus.
Breathing
it's
apparatus, but you would have to open your thing, like
Open your spacesuit, die, eat mug.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, sorry. Okay, yeah. So I'll
Why?
do it in a way that's safe, right?
Why?
I'll
Why?
grab some.
Why are you trying to eat rocks? Why the fuck are you trying to eat
And
rocks?
then I'm gonna taste it, and I'm gonna spit it
Why?
out inside my mech and go, Frith, you told me this was cheese.
Why?
Wait, who are you saying told you that?
Frith.
No, it was a designation. You don't actually think I'm a
Rather have this
Viking, right?
conversation. Can I scan our surroundings, make sure we're not being attacked?
You're just hearing Basilia pissing herself laughing on the intercom.
Ugh.
So yeah, you
Let's scan the immediate area.
Oh, what
while
a
they have this
dumbass.
okay, so if you're scanning the immediate area, I need you to system again.
Yes, thank you.
Hey!
So I'm gonna for that crit, I'm gonna send you something on
Ooh.
privately,
Dun dun dun.
but you're still picking up 4, including the one that's just stood there. You're still picking up those 4,
Including the sensor echo in front of us.
yeah, including the sensor echo in front of you. Yeah. Hang on, let me find you on my.
Commander Frith, no immediate threats detected. However, there is some suspicious imagery I'm seeing. I suggest we proceed with the mission quickly.
Think I agree. Let's set the rest of those charges. And then I'm going to start going to the next closest one.
Yeah,
next
I'll follow you. I'll say to Val, did you notice anything different between the signal scan in front of us and the other 3 by any chance?
No, all 4 are identical.
Ah, damn it. Figures.
As we're all
Carry
in a
on.
circle, I forget who are you guys even talking to?
Our battle
I-
AI. You don't have one?
Ah, you cut me
What?
off. We damn it, boss. We could have had him there. We could have told him we were talking to ourselves. It would have been a lot funnier.
It would have been, but not really great for mission cohesion. Don't you have a battle AI of your own?
No, we normally have a central command that runs all intel for us.
That seems like a
An
waste of
AI.
resources.
No, it's just one, you know. One...
Per fire
I
team.
will
That's
say
mad.
0. I will say 0. Battle AIs are for people without skill, in your guys' eyes. Like battle AIs do things for you that you can just do.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I don't need something to aim for
Oh, we
me.
should so
She
release
doesn't
Val on his
aim
system.
for us, does
Funny.
she? Can we do that?
She so basically she's part of your assistant. So like she like you guys are skilled, but like she does like correct things a little bit for you. Like she's not that big. You don't hardly notice it because you're used to having her around. Whereas Zero's almost like on manual. Like,
Yeah, you know full well Vasilia's got a manual override. Fuck that shit.
but yeah,
I'm gonna have a fucking mobile phone take over my Mac.
but yeah, she's there and she's there like I feel as though this is still an issue. So this is still an issue. You do know you're going to, and she like dyes herself green only on Carter's thing.
Can I call up Valor again? Say,
Yeah.
Valor, put me through to Commander McGillish, please.
On the same frequency.
Confirm.
And she puts you through because you made the system check. So
Commander. Security clearance, auxiliary 793.
you see him kind of like look around, like confused, and he on the screen, and he's like, sure. Like he kind of like almost looks confused.
I cut the communication immediately. Commander Frith, that was an outdated security code. I believe that communication is not with the ship.
God damn it. Right. Do we plan to charge as quickly, or and then I like very quickly? I want to see how much of this, like I'm gonna calculate with Valor how much of this would blow up if we just planted all 3 satchel charges at the next place.
Are we above or below ground as well?
You'd be
We're in
slightly
tunnels.
underground. Yeah, you're in tunnels.
Yeah, I didn't know whether we'd gone back over ground to come out to go round to go back in again.
No, you can use the tunnel network to get to the next sections. You don't have to go above ground unless you really want to.
So we
I
don't
want
have eyes on the ship at the moment.
Yeah, I want to.
You do not have eyes on the ship.
Well, let me know when the next intersection is that I can get up to go over to come around.
Okay. So, as you got, are you doing that? So, if you dump all these satchel charges at one point, you're going to destroy. On top of the 20% that you've already destroyed, you're going to just destroy a further 40% of this, which structural integrity wise should render it about to split apart. But if you wanted to vaporize this, you would need to do it at all the 4 locations.
Let's dump all 4 satchel. Let's dump all the remaining satchel charges at the next drop point, and then go see the ship. I don't want to leave this thing standing. The scans we had on it were bad news.
Is there a T-junction nearby by any chance?
No.
Vasilia, you've got half of the satchel charges. You're coming with us. God damn it.
No, I'm not. This is not in character. You're not hearing this.
No,
This is me asking DM.
No, it's just a hole that you've come down. You've hit the first bit, and now you have to go further down. The next bit is a Y intersection, and then.
I was hoping we were moving sort of around to then come up to a place. I know it might have been a T-junction we could scoop out at.
No, for now, if you want to head back up, bearing in mind that actually, to be honest with you, this part of the planet is beginning to tear away. So eventually, this will be clear. You will be on top of the planet because you've destroyed this section.
I'm just thinking eyeballs on the ship would be a fucking good idea right now.
We need to plant those satchel charges. Let's complete the mission.
Okay then. Clink, 2 satchel charges follow you down the tunnel. I'll head back the other way real quick.
So you're going off on your own.
Just to look, just to the top of the planet to eyeball the ship and make sure it's not being attacked.
So literally, you drop those charges.
After hearing Doc, yeah.
They float there.
They're floating, but they're floating at the same speed as the guys, so they're not going to be like stopping.
I'm gonna grab them and just send the brief and say, "You run a tight team," and keep going.
So Doc, are you going with Vasilia, or because I need to know who's going where?
I'm going with the I've got the other satchel charge, so I'm going with Frith.
Okay, so you 3 go, and Vasilia heads up. Vasilia, I need you to roll mobility for me, please.
Yep. Yeep. When I can find my character sheet.
The entire ride to the next thing, I'm just gonna give Frith a talk.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know,
The roll is rolling good for me tonight.
Yeah. So you go upwards, and you're like, for some reason you feel something on the side of you, like almost like rock you a little bit, and you're like, oh, and the tunnel between you and the others fills with debris as Green Mantis comes out the side and just tries to basically body check into you, but you manage to avoid it as this now basically the corridor below you that has the others in it is now filled with this rubble and asteroid field that makes it hard for them to maneuver in there, and you're on the other side of it. So they have trapped you in here on purpose, and they're but you can still see 4 green mantises, but this one is not appearing on your scanner.
I will light up his position manually with the help of Valor.
Yep.
And pass the data back to the rest of the team and say, "I found him."
You hear it's her, and also you have something I want. I need you all to roll mobility to decide what we're doing and how and who goes before and after enemies. Mobility or systems, whichever one's.
It's a fail on both.
So
yeah, that's a 7 on
if it
mobility.
meets, does that still fail?
If you meet, you still fail. Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah, I got a 20.
Okay. So everyone goes after the boss. So she
Including
is
me.
going...
I'm a 7.
Oh no, you go first. Then
Okay.
you go first, Zero. As you hear, and just above you, almost like you expect it to make impacts, but you just see it rocks hit the thing in this silent vacuum of space. And you're like, what? Like, it just came out of nowhere. And then you see a ping on your thing of a green triangle that says Green Mantis. but you can barely see through the asteroid field, through the rock field. What would you like to do?
I am. So how does comms work during battle? We just
You can just comms as a free action. I allow for that.
Okay.
And I have a quick question as well. What range is the rest of the team to me before we start?
So, if for now, because you went the way you did, they are distant.
Right. Okay. And how close is Green Mantis?
Green Mantis is near. Though they're close because they're in close range.
Close.
They're trying
Alright.
to
Sweet.
fuck you up. Mandibles.
Yeah, no problem.
So just shortly prior to the the big explosion, I'm sort of giving Frith a talk. This kind of insubordination doesn't it just doesn't happen in the with my men. If we stick together, we're a team. We want a tight team. I thought this was the same thing. Just
And then
oh fuck.
How far away are we from the satchel charge zone? Distant again?
satchel
or-
charge. You're distant, yeah. So you're like in the middle. So you've either got Facilia, who's distant, so that's 3 reticles away, or 3 reticles away for the satchel charge zone.
Choices.
What's the call, sir?
Apply the charges. And then I'm going to boost up towards Vasilia.
Uh,
Carry on.
so that will happen on your turn.
Yeah, no,
obviously.
but like that's
Yeah,
narratively
so
what that looks like.
cinematically. Okay, so Green Mantis looks at you. You see her appear on your comms. I'm going to put her in reference images for you guys. But you see Claratesh.
I can get up
Say
the
her
reference.
name, but say why have you got a list?
Claratrush, I think her name is, isn't it?
Claratresh, yep. Claratresh, the Veiled Doom, appears on your comlink, and she's like, "You have something. You have 2 things that belong to us. We'll be taking those back, thanks." And she is going to. She does not need to move, and she can make 2 attacks as an ace, without incurring a reactor roll. So I need you to roll 2 mobility checks, please.
Fucking goddamn it. Oops. I'll pass one and fail the other. Well, it matches, so 14 to 14.
Yeah.
assuming that's
Well,
fail.
so you take 1d8. So you take 4 damage as it. One of the mandibles just comes into you. You cannot use armor to block this damage for some reason. The mandibles are that sharp that they just come straight through your armor.
Well, shit.
So
Well, that leaves me more for attacks. That's fine.
yeah, so yeah, you are. She does technically still have an action because she did not move because she's still. So she's going to use an attack again. Let me react to die first.
Wait, I thought that was 2 attacks.
That counts as 1 action because her attack action can be 2 attacks.
So she
So
gets
she-
4 attacks per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm. So
Hmm.
she is the main attacker. So her reactor die does go down because she used 2 things. So that's 2 mobility checks from you, please. Then James, as it like, you notice that it is aiming for the arc generator on your back, and it's trying to get in and it off.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I had that. That's going to be fun. Oh, they both passed if that was mobility checks.
You like curl up into a ball almost like a boxer, graze them off, and you see a kind
I'm
of
gonna do some funky dancing at the same time.
So that takes us to people after. So that is Ben. So that's Viking Harmony, Paladin Honor, and
Everybody.
Dagger Raven. You are after. You've already started making your way. You need to make 3 moves to get to her. Is the only problem.
I
I
want.
did one already, right?
Yeah, but
There you
you're
go.
going the opposite way. You're planting the satchel
Yep.
charges, aren't you?
Yeah, he said me then, but I was before. I just
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Voodoo Heavy, Viking Harmony, Dagger Raven, you're up.
I
Can I
hail
do-
Voodoo for
Oh, go
what? Right, I'm going to hail Voodoo and tell Vasilia to retreat to us, and I'm going to move one closer, and then prep.
I need you to roll a mobility check as you go through this field because it's really tight in this cavern, and it's like they're like all
Full of
just
shit.
floating there. Yeah. So I need you to roll a mobility check to get through.
Yeah, fine.
You get through. That's one rectical movement. So you are now
Far.
So do you want to go again or?
Yeah, I'm going to move again. Do I have to roll again if I move again?
Oh,
You-
don't move too
you
close.
move
Don't move
again.
too close. I've
If you
got
move
a thing.
again, you do have to roll your reactor die. Yes.
No, but do I have to roll for
Yeah.
dodging the asteroids?
Yes, you do.
Oh wait, you'll be far, so that's fine, right? No, hang on,
No,
you'll be
you'll be-
near.
He'll be
So
near.
I'm far from this villain, though, right?
Yep, you're far from the villain.
Oh no, that's fine. Don't worry, I've got the
I'm
range.
gonna shoot them with my gun then.
Okay.
My beam rifle.
She does technically have cover, so you have disadvantage on the attack because she is still like there's still stuff in the way.
But
Both pass.
is that mobility or power?
Power if you're attacking.
Oh, they both hit.
Yep. So roll damage as you like wait for a break in the rocks and you're like fuck.
Well, it's one hit, isn't it? If it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just one hit.
Yeah, it's one hit. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
You, yeah. You.
Nice.
And you see like their arm like almost like come back, but then come straight back in. Let's go. Who wants to go next, James or Jordan?
Well, I'm just going to say quickly, I'm going to follow Paladin Zero down. I assume you move twice.
Yeah. So if you move twice, remember you need to roll your reactor dice because if you take the action twice, you need to roll reactor dice. Did you take the action twice?
take 2 move actions and I roll my reactor dice. So I don't need to roll mobility, do I?
No, because you're not going towards the asteroid belt.
Ah, bugger. Actually, no. I'm going to use one with the machine to not drop that. So I reduce my armor by 2, and I do not go down a reactor die.
Nathan, did you move twice or just once?
Just once.
Okay, so you watch as Dagger Raven comes by you with his one satchel charge. Let's go, Voodoo Heavy. What do you want to do?
So I think I will take an attack. I think.
Okay, roll to hit. 11.
So hit.
Yep.
Cool.
It's because it's under your thing. Roll damage, and then I'll roll systems for her to see if she is stunned.
Stunned.
No, yeah, because you've got the arc.
Oh
reactor.
yeah. Arc reactor.
If you hit an attack, you can stun them.
Roll damage dice.
Roll damage dice first, and I will roll systems for her.
Thought the reactor worked differently, but okay.
No, it's damage.
Huh?
So the arc reactor allows you to use the punches to stun people, and they're all weapons to stun people. But it also has the EMP thing. There's 2 things to it.
Ah, okay. So you're allowing a punch to be an arc reactor set off as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's slightly different to how I thought it was working, but not a problem. That's fine. I'll also munch in their reckless attack, knock 2 armor points off for 1 additional damage die.
Okay. So you get so that's 7
all
damage.
in all.
Yep. She'll roll systems to see if she's stunned. She passes because it's under her system. So you see her, like her mech just like it just goes over her mech, and she's like,
And instead
Really?
of moving, I'm gonna do some fucking. You just see the mech break dancing on the floor to recharge this arc reactor.
okay. So that takes us to Nade. What are you doing? Because that takes us to you again, top of the round.
How far away are we from the location now?
You are far, so you are 2 reticles away, whereas it is near for Dagger Raven.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 movements then.
You need to roll reactor dice.
Okay. That's down, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Down 1 to a D6, but you are now on site. Like you see the target reticle, and you're like, right, you can use on your turn to put the satchel charges down.
For free, yeah.
Oh no, you used 2 action movements, didn't you? Sorry, so you can't do that. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's my bad. Okay. So that takes us to
Mantis.
who's going to use its 2 attacks.
So only 4 attacks.
Only if she attacks twice. But her reactor, you can see like her so her mech is like a mantis. It has like 4 legs and
4 legs down, 2 legs up.
Yeah, and you see like the abdomen is glowing hot for some reason.
Pucker.
So you can you roll your 2 things for me, your 2 mobilities for me.
Oh, like fucking neither of them pass.
So that's 2d8.
Yeah. Colossus, big
That's
Colossus, slow.
7. 7 as you remember, you can't use armor as it just
Oh, don't worry, I'm aware.
rips through. Fuck it. She's going to use her next 2 attacks to try and remove the arc reactor again. So she's gonna roll d6 now because her d8 went down. Shit. she's gonna attack again for 2 d20s. No, 2 d20 rolls from you, please.
As I say, isn't it me to just roll mobility, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Stupid
You,
Colossus.
you went. It's treating me really well, and now it's like no.
I mean, it was. I got some good rolls.
That's 9.
Briefly.
9 damages.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to retreat now.
Does that ignore armor as well, right?
It ignores armor, yeah. So you are
Hang on.
not in good shape, and you see her abdomen is like glowing.
Oh,
red.
fuck no.
Go
Shit,
on.
maybe I should have gone into garrison mode.
God damn it,
is-
Vasilia! I told you to retreat, and I'm gonna fire off another shot.
Yeah, roll to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, Vasilia, roll mobility.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Thankfully, yes.
Oh, good.
Oh!
It's fine.
You just like push off. You like push Green Mantis to the.
Can I use Green Mantis as a fucking shield? Here, eat
No.
that.
You push Green Mantis aside to like push off Green Mantis using your 0 gravity to push. You just hear the blades like out your back as you push it off you, and it against the side. That takes us to Jordan and James. Jordan, do you want to go again? Because James.
You go first, James, because I'm gonna.
Okay. Can I? The stun thing. Can I do just that and then move?
Yeah.
Done. On hit. System roll from enemy. Yeah. So I think I need to roll to hit.
Are you doing the big one, or are you doing the big one to get 2, or are you attacking to get?
Yeah. No, I'm doing the big one to get 2.
So that's just a system rolls from me, and that targets anyone who is in far range. Just making you aware.
No, I've got close and near.
Close and near. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That I've obviously got that
Close
wrong.
and near, or they are stunned for 2 turns if they fail
Yep.
it.
So yep, that means that.
And they're what, trying to beat my system number?
No, I'm trying to. I have to beat my system for this little.
Ah, right, yeah.
She does beat it. So you.
Balls. I'll retreat 1 then towards Carter.
She does have a reaction where she gets to attack you on the way
Oh,
out.
for the love of fuck. Oh, okay, that's the end of this mech then.
You need to roll
Oh,
mobility.
we're already down to 2 points. So
No, but if you dodge, then you can move.
is this a single?
It's an attack. It's an attack. Yeah, it's a single attack.
I do,
Yeah.
funnily enough.
Like, doosh, like, and she's like, nah, like, give me him back. Like,
There are attacks of opportunity in this game.
I didn't realise that.
she's got a module.
Oh God, I hate that.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
So she's an ace pilot, which allows her to move and make 2 attacks,
That's mad.
and then she's also got a module that allows her to take reaction attacks.
Can we fight lots of little mechs? It's like one horse-sized duck versus a
No,
million
no,
ducks.
no. There are rules for swarm in the manual. I've read them. They're bad.
The swarm rules, and like I'd set it up that it was going to be monster of the week, like so. So yeah,
there are swarm rules in the
you
manual.
you are away. That takes us to Jordan. What are you doing?
So I'm going to move 1, so I'm level with Paladin.
And you're on the point.
Yeah, and then I'm going to place the charge for my other action, but for free, I'm going to comms Paladin 0, and with more assertiveness that you've heard from Dagger Raven before. He's like, release those and go help the others. I'll set them. You spoke of teamwork. Now go help your new team. And that's my action.
Yep. Yep. I can't do anything right. It's not my turn.
No, it is your turn now. Like,
Yeah.
Hence why I went back.
Yep. I sort of give a nod, pull the sword out.
yeah, drop
There
it.
you go.
He leaves them
Flying back.
floating.
So you need to use the charge and move 1. So you are
And grab the other 2 as they come towards you.
no.
Can he not?
They were in the same place.
Yeah, he's taken them. He took them. And then...
Oh, okay.
So you have to
Handed
use
them off
actual
properly.
charges to put them down,
Sorry. Yeah.
and so you need to use system, please.
This is me, right?
Yep, system for
Yeah.
you.
That's my best stat, guys.
Lucky you. It didn't fucking
Oh.
mine.
It's really not. It's 8.
That's why he's
Let's
got
go,
the tires.
baby!
Oh!
That's it.
Both off your shoulder, doosh, and then you're like, up, sword out, shield in the other hand, ready to like take on the debris. You get far from Green Mantis. This takes us to the Green Mantis's turn, and it looks at you, seeing that you're not in a good way. She's gonna fire her laser rifle at you, a beam rifle at you, which is literally her almost like
eyes.
flashing the scythes, like, and then this X comes towards you. I need a mobility check from you, please.
It's gonna give it to you. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
give it to
give
you.
it to you.
I make it. Yeah, I make
So
it.
it's 2, remember, because she gets 2 attacks.
Oh, for the level. Yep.
Both, and she's like, she gets frustrated, and she's like, "No!" 1d4. Shit, she overheats.
Ah! Hey!
Do we win?
She-
Is that it?
No, it's not it. I don't think.
No, she doesn't
but,
move for the
it's
next
certainly
turn,
not
but
fucking
in
good
heat.
for her.
So if you overheat as a mech, for all those people watching, this is a interesting little. So an overheat mech cannot take actions and has advantage and does disadvantage on all tests. You skip your next turn to expel heat and cool off, and lose the overheated condition at the start of the following turn. So she does get to. I think she still gets to use her turn, but she cannot.
I think she overheats.
No,
right?
she overheats, so she misses her
She's
next
done.
turn.
Oh yeah, cannot take actions. Yep.
And she skips the next turn.
And she skips her next turn. So yep, you see her like go.
Fuck yes.
And like you see her abdomen's like, you see like some of the rock next to her is like glowing orange, like
Excellent.
that takes us to the people after her turn. Fuck.
Oh fuck yeah! I'll take the first then. I will blades out, dive straight at her for an attack.
Yep.
So that's a
you
move
get
and that.
you get advantage on both attacks because technically she would have disadvantage. She can't move, so you get advantage.
8 and 19. So 8.
Eight
Yes,
hit.
that hits.
Why'd
So
you get
both
2
your-
attacks, sorry?
He gets
Advantage for a
advantage
stationary mech.
for an
apparently.
overheated.
Oh, sorry, it was advantage, not 2 attacks. Got it.
Yep. So he moves one, like.
I'm going to call that a reckless attack as well.
Mhm.
Because I've got enough armor to do that and it ain't doing fuck all else. So, suck 13 damage. I'm then going to use a reactor and Foxtrot Oscar out of there again.
You can't move, attack, and then move. You can only do 2 actions, so move, an attack, or an action. So
Can you not do an extra thing?
no,
if you take the same action twice, you use your reactor die.
yeah. So that's why she's been doing.
Oh
attack.
bollocks! This is going to go badly wrong, but okay.
Yeah, you're like in melee range, but she misses her next turn, so you'll have a turn to escape before.
Yeah. Oh, did the arc reactor thing kick in for this?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how you're playing this because
No,
I thought
she.
it worked differently.
Oh no, she gets disadvantage because her system's fried, but they're still under her system's like 18. So she's like, and you just see that as you hit her, it dances across the metal coat of her mech and just is absorbed into the reactor, which you're not sure if that's a good idea or not.
I mean, if it goes boom, bigger boom, the better boom, right?
Bigger boom, better boom. Yep.
Cool.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
shoot
go.
with my beam rifle while we're here. Both of those are low, so that's good.
Roll damage.
That'll be a 2, and then I'll roll my reactor because I'm gonna shoot
Is your
again.
beam rifle heavy, by the way?
No, it's a Rego beam rifle. Pretty lame, I know.
Is that a react?
Yeah, but better for
Yeah,
hitting
that was a
with shots,
reactor. And then this is another attack roll. Both of those hit.
Is it not a heavy ranged?
No, it's just a light ranged.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was heavy ranged.
Ooh.
So that's 3 damage all in all.
3 damage. So poof, poof, as you're still like grazing her. She's just like there, stationary. Dagger Raven, what do you want to do?
Do I have to set these charges then? If I
Yeah, if you want it, you have to use them you would have to use as an action your charge, and then you would have to use to set them off again.
so I've used to set the one I was carrying. There's 2 others. I need to use 2 actions to set them both.
No, Nade already did those 2.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's already set them then.
Yeah.
So what? So I can
You can
move and then use to set them off.
no. So you
Well,
need to, the one that you've got. You need to use.
He
and then
planted
if
it
you
last
want
turn.
to use-
Yeah, he did that.
I moved
Oh,
one,
okay.
No.
used to set my charge.
Oh yeah. Okay. You can move and then use to blow them up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna move what, and as I move, I'm gonna detonate them and carry on.
Moment.
Yeah. So as these go off, because you've set them and you've got the trigger, I need everybody in this tunnel to make a mobility check as the force of the planet being torn asunder, is gonna.
Is that all of us, or just me and?
Me assuming I'm not in the tunnel.
It would be you're in the tunnel. The tunnel's where you've been
I thought
fighting.
I was out of the tunnel in the bit that had gone boom.
That's a fail.
I pass.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, you were coming towards the lip
No,
of the
we
tunnel
were-
when it came out.
We were
Yeah,
in the
she-
tunnel because you
she's in the
retreated
tunnel.
towards me, and I was
Yeah.
definitely in the tunnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So
Nope.
so
Not by a long way.
So that's Dagger Raven and Paladin Honor. You two basically a grip onto the side as this planet begins to, and you hear the of the planet just ripping itself apart because it's got nothing to hold it together anymore. And you begin to see that your section is drifting off. The rocks are blown up forward. Up and towards Vasilia, and this pushing them. Oh, she needs to make it as well.
And she gets disadvantage, right?
Yeah, she gets disadvantage because this will also push some of you out the tunnel. Oh, she's fucked.
Good.
So yeah, she gets hit by the rocks with you, Vasilia, and you're both pushed out the tunnel into the path of this now spinning globe sort of thing. And Ben, you take 3d8s because it's 3 satchel charges, so you take 11 damage in total as this blast you from the back, and the other 2 duck into other caves that come out the side. And you're
I mean, I failed my check for mobility here.
okay, so you're 3d8, and so did she.
I mean, if it's 3d8, I'm down anyway, even if it's all minimum. So
You can
no,
use
so I didn't need to roll for that. Sorry. So
Huh?
she takes 11 and you take 11 as well, James.
I say even if it was 3 1s, I still would have been down. So
You need to roll on the mech damage chart for me, please.
Have you used your arm?
You can use your armor for this, by the way, James.
I thought you were using that for reckless attacks.
I don't think it helps.
It doesn't matter. I got 1 armor point and 2 health points. Go
Oh,
fish.
I didn't know you were that low. Sorry, I just.
No,
I
he's
just-
super low.
Yeah, yeah.
This girl's been
Tanked
like
some
gunning
massive
for her.
fucking hits from that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Went
hit.
off alone, got fucked.
You did do that.
Hey, I
roll,
went to check on the ship
roll-
and make sure that we're still there.
roll 1d8, please, for me, James.
I don't want to roll 1d8.
By the way, we still don't know.
Just so we're clear, did you see the ship?
Yeah, we still don't know.
Wait, did I see the ship?
We still haven't got a clue.
Should have followed your orders, damn it.
Oh, fuck off.
I just want to point out the 2 people who actually planted the satchel charges like I asked them to. Totally fine right now.
Suck up that one.
Oh,
You lose an arm, Vasilia. You cannot use heavy weapons or both hands.
The spare arms on the ship, I can live with that.
You watch as your arm just falls off, and Valor's like, "You are in danger! You are in danger! Please put out the fire! Please put out the fire!" Like she's like looking around, like,
Yeah, no shit. Pull out the fire,
Everyone
pull the fire
calm
extinguisher
down.
from behind the seat. Start fighting
Oh,
fires.
man. He's armless, right?
Cecilia, can I give you a hand?
yeah. So
Hey.
you are in trouble. So that
You
takes
and what
Sorry,
are
I'm
you?
just having a scratch there.
So you've got so that was Jordan as the last person on that turn. So that takes us back to Nathan, who you're like inside one of the pores, and you can feel like the rock is now like slowly turning because it's like off its axis and like.
Mama, why? Right, cool. I'm just gonna carry on then. I'm gonna push off with my feet and do one move towards Green Mantis.
I will say that the thing is now clear. The tunnel is now clear, so you do not need to.
Is there even a
roll
tunnel anymore? Or are we not just in
Okay.
space as this whole thing splits
that-
apart?
It's starting to snap around you. Like you're not in space yet. It's not crumbled that much yet, but it is like genuinely. You look down and you see the other the other third of the planet is like drifting slowly away from you.
So with that in mind, I was far on my previous turn from Green Mantis. Have
So
I
you are now
gotten-
near.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask if I'd gotten further away because they were drifting, but I guess I've took
No,
off before that
you're
happened.
on the same half as her.
Oh,
So-
okay, cool. So I'm gonna move once near sword. I'm like Superman style, sword in front, and it's gonna charge up. And I'm gonna take a beam rifle shot.
Attack at advantage because she's still overheated.
Nice.
She is not looking very well.
Keep kicking, boys.
It's D20s, right?
Yep.
I keep going to use the hit die like an absolute amateur. That's a 5 and a 9. This is power, right? So they're both
Yeah.
pass.
So roll damage. She's gonna take 2 armor off, and that's all her armor gone. So that
2 points.
you watch as her like shoulder pad comes off, because it does not say that if she's overheated she cannot use armor. So well, you see her shoulder pad come off. She has no armor left on her though. Do you want to attack? No, you moved. So that takes us to her turn. You see from the abdomen as these jets of like air, and like the abdomen is like plated, and you notice that the and you see like this glowing orange like cone in the abdomen's now like slowly brightening down. It's getting dimmer as she jettisons heat to try and get out. So what are you doing then, please, Carter?
Can I get within melee in one move?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna get within melee and then I'm gonna swipe with my sword.
Swipe restored. Advantage.
I get advantage.
Oh no, technically you don't. 'Cause
Yeah, because she's vented.
Ding.
Oh, crit!
Still a crit though. So you get the
what
you
do I
get
get
2
for-
damage.
Fuck that bitch up.
And then is it plus the 2 to both of those, or just plus 2 in general?
Plus 2 to both of them.
So it's
No, plus 2 in general. Sorry,
Okay,
you just double the dice.
8 damage. No.
You see her, like,
You actually don't hear anything from the chainsaw because we're in the vacuum of space, unfortunately. But you see all the teeth start moving. I wanted to do it. Nathan, but he put us in the vacuum of space. It's not my fault.
Play a chainsaw noise through the comms.
Ring, ring, ring.
Yeah, but it's like for the wrong size chainsaw, like playing a diesel engine over a car engine. You know.
Like broadcast over like the general channel that everyone, even the enemies, can hear is rip and tear, and then nothing as it goes in.
You feel it hit home, rip down. Do you want to attack again or?
I moved, so I can't.
Okay, that takes us to.
I was going to say, I'm going to move and get within 1 so I can fire my scattergun at her.
Yep, so near. Roll power.
No wonder you're Doc. You're the fucking
That's
shotgun
an 11,
surgeon.
and that's a pass for me.
Say again, Ben.
No wonder he's called Doc. He's the shotgun surgeon.
That's 11, so that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. Cool.
Fuck everything in that particular direction.
Yeah. 8. That is max.
So you see her mech's like got holes in it, but it's still holding together just, and she's like looking round, like, now that she's back online, and she's like, nah. That takes us to Vasilia's go, which you can try and do something in the mech if you would like to. But,
Can I get out in my spacesuit and fucking shoot with an RPG?
You do not have an RPG, but like,
Well, you don't know what's in my mech.
He does.
you can try, but just be aware that if she fires at you, you are paced.
No, I know the consequences of fucking mech weaponry, so no.
Oh, did someone? Oh no, it's only if you get if you 20 in attack and you fail to dodge it. So, because if you get a critical failure on attack, you double the damage and you roll on your reactor die immediately. And somebody rolled, but that was for a test. It wasn't for an attack. So yeah, it's your. So what are you doing, Vasilia?
Fuck all, genius.
She's like floating in space, like.
Yeah, just like disappearing behind asteroids and disappearing out of this fight.
Yeah,
on the drift. If we're on the drift, do I move from like near to?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Sweet.
If you would like to, you basically crash up against her and Carter like. Doosh! So that takes us to. Who goes? No, Nade, because Nade's first before her.
It's me. It's a Nade. How's she looking?
She's looking fucking rough as.
And how's the
Finish
planet
her.
looking? Is there still that single point that needs?
The planet's pretty much fucked, like, but it's just into like what you would have done is you would have vaporized it. Basically, it would have all collapsed in on itself. But you've basically like cut it into 1/3, 1/4, 2/4, and 1/4, like with what you've done. So you've managed to like get rid of it's in pieces.
That mission's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In which case, then I'm gonna move again towards Green Mantis, which gets me close now.
Yep.
And gone swing with sword.
Swing with sword.
Let's ram that sword inside that boiling reactor. That's a hit.
Roll damage.
Yeah, let's make you reckless.
What happens if you roll reckless?
You can chew
I
2 armor
get
points
more-
for an extra D damage.
Yeah.
Because I have that one.
So 3 and 1, 4 points of damage in total.
Nathan, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna ram this sword inside that boiling hot goddamn reactor.
So you like literally come in, slam into like behind you, twist, and you see the abdomen come free from the body, like the upper half with the cockpit in the head and the sides as arms like starts like floating, and the abdomen with like all the reactor and everything in begins like squirming like rapidly. For the first time, because it's yours a beam weapon,
Yeah.
Nate.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the first time, as you notice, as you sever that, Nade, you cauterize most of the wound, but you notice that blood starts from the mech.
Like
It's
a
a hybrid.
sized amount of blood?
Is it
or
a hybrid?
It
I
is.
see the bird. I just go. It has been an honor. And just finish
Yeah.
off.
Are you like getting rid of the cockpit as well, or do you want to capture this one?
Yeah,
mean,
it'd be the
capture anything
honourable
we
thing to
can.
do, right? It's the honourable thing to do. I'm Paladin Honor. We're gonna capture the cockpit. Yeah.
Yeah, so you like grab the cockpit in one hand, like the thin neck of the cockpit. You like, tush! It's like scythe arms like lolling next to it, and you see that blood from the bottom, like in the space, like just globule.
You hear over the radio, quick, grab the neck so that it doesn't bleed out.
Yeah. As you make your way to, are you making your way back? Because you're gonna have to pick. Somebody's gonna have to pick up Vasilia as well.
Oh no, I'm gonna call a repo team to come get Vasilia.
Yeah.
Fucking
You've set-
really?
you-
Really?
you've set-
You
you've set
disobeyed a
precedent with
direct
it now.
order.
Every episode.
I
we've
found
got
the
a team.
target.
Just to make you aware, you still can't see the ship because of the angle of the planet.
The
So you
dangle.
go out, you come out of the thing, and you notice that something's wrong with the ship. And this is where your end shot is. You watch as the ship currently has a black mech stood on top of it, with its arms stretched out, wrapped round it, almost like a snake, like, and these like tiny jutting protrusions.
How big is he?
It's massive, like,
Like compared
the-
to me.
so it's about twice this. It's about the same size as the Colossus, maybe a bit bigger, and its arms just seem to stretch forever. Like you see, like these links in it, like these almost weird links of
I
armor
need at least 8 hours before we're good, so yeah.
as you watch as, yeah.
We haven't even got a planet to fucking stand on. We just destroyed a planet, guys.
In the next episode, we become space pirates because our military is destroyed.
As the TTS Union is besieged by Black Centipede.
We could use, you know, asteroids to remove this thing. I'm sure we could pilot a couple into it and just
We've got some nukes on the ship we could trigger, I'm sure.
Oh, now you want to use nukes. I requested those. This would have been a lot quicker mission if you'd have listened.
Yeah, but now the bad guy's next to the nukes because we left them on the ship.
Yeah, but now they're next to the ship. That's not going to work because you blow the ship to bits.
I'm
Nukes
not on
aren't
the
that
ship.
effective in space. Nukes aren't that effective in space, but still,
And
there's
yeah,
there's no atmosphere to propagate the explosion.
They'll
Yeah.
be fine.
so as you watch as Black Centipede's arms just wrap and coil around the ship, these like thin blade-like protrusions around the hull of the ship, you hear McGillish over the comms like, boys, I need help! Like, and you see like the glass on his bridge is beginning to crack, and the convent goes dead, and that is where we end tonight's episode.
You just see Vasilia pop up in a sort of sparking, smoking cockpit. Yeah, no.
If the next episode doesn't start with President Shah fist fighting a mech, he's
mean,
not in a mech.
I
He's not
would
in a
put
mech.
my money on Shah.
Me too.
Shah's in a hybrid, but the hybrid just looks like Char. It's just a more jacked Char that he's piloting.
Yeah. Mecha
Yeah.
Char.
So much yes.
Doc goes and grabs Vasilia's severed appendage and goes, "Don't worry, guys, I'm armed and ready."
Oh.
But yeah, thank you all for
I
watching.
heard that, you damn toaster.
Thank you all for your time. We're gonna do outros quickly. Because I forgot to do intros in the beginning. So you have been watching. Let's go. Next to me on my left on the stream.
Are you stealing my job here? I do the
There
outros.
he is.
Addison.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I'm gonna hide you on the stream next time. Right.
Do it.
Thank you everyone for watching the Mecha Hack Desperate Alliance. I will now give outros to everyone on the cast. We'll go, as always, with the easiest person to do an outro for the most laid-back, destroyed mech-looking motherfucker on the stream. James, please give your outro.
I'm James. I've been playing Vasilia Fastolf this week, and I hide out on the loom. I'm sure there's a link in the description below when this is on YouTube. Ben will sort that out.
Sure. We will now go directly underneath me to the man, the myth, the legend, the uninformed RPG. Please give everyone the outro, my guy.
Thank you very much, Ben. I'm Jordan, Uninformed RPG. I've been playing Designation Dagger Raven, and I'm Uninformed RPG, as I say, on YouTube and on Twitter, which is my channel where I make videos about what it's like to be a new player, because I know what that's like, because I am new at this. It's very self-explanatory. Go check it out. It's all good fun.
We will jump over now, all the way to the other far side of the screen, to the wonderful Nade. Nade, please give everyone your outro.
I am the wonderful Sir Nade. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Sir_Nade. It's SER, not like, I've not been knighted yet.
It's underneath you. You can just point.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking at Discord, not on the.
But you just point
Twitch.
down.
Oh,
Like this.
yeah.
It's useless for
there.
me because I don't.
It's there.
Yeah.
And now that we've made
But-
such a big fuss about it, you have to go and follow. That's the rule. That's just what it is. I don't make that up at all.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you have to go and follow. I'm mostly playing marbles. And there's a new season of marbles that's just started, so it's gonna be real fun.
Giveaways on there as well.
Later. You're gonna have to explain
Oh,
later
yeah,
what the hell marbles is.
And loads of giveaways. Yeah, that's it.
We will now.
Marbles is quite literally we just roll marbles down a hill.
It genuinely is just that. It's very engaging as a stream, though. We'll now jump over to our wonderful GM for this season. Addison, please give everyone your outros.
It's me, Addison. I've been playing nobody, but everybody at the same time.
Ooh,
I have
deep.
been your GM, and you can find me as the Pod of Many Things on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. My recent episode with Mimi streams about VTubing has went up last week, and tomorrow we are releasing problem players and discussing those problems with Radley Stuckley, who is breaking rants.
Nice.
So you mean like players that keep murdering all of your enemies, like?
No, we talk about like more serious ones than that, like racist stuff like that.
Oh.
When I found the Pod of Many Things, that's when I truly found myself.
But yeah, thank you very much. I'm
Wasn't the
thankful
pod
for
of many
everyone.
things the friends we made along the way?
Yeah.
Well,
They were the many things, all the friends we made.
Finally, you can catch us here every Tuesday night.
Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye.
Shut up. Silence, Nathan. You can catch us here every mother flipping Tuesday night, 7:30 British Standard Time, for more The Mecha Hack Desperate Alliance, if you're watching within the next 6 weeks, or whatever stream we're doing after that. We play role-playing games here, we change it out every 10 sessions. You can catch the VODs later on YouTube at youtube.com/theflickeringtorch. There's also occasionally some extra videos there. I should really make one this week, but I haven't. Or you can just catch rando streams on here. Yesterday we played Besiege, and I think we can all agree it was excellent. And I'm very good at that game, and I know what I'm doing. Just don't watch the VOD. There's no incompetence there at all.
Take his word for it.
Now.
Take his word for it.
I am
Oh,
the
you
next
know I'm gonna
Leonardo da
watch that. I
Vinci.
don't know what that game is.
Right, so that's goodbye from all of us. We will catch you next week, same time, same mech time, same mech place. See you, everyone. Say bye.
Oh, no.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.